Hello, and welcome back to the sim. In this one, we're jumping in the InnyBuilds 320, the default here in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. We're going to get the miniCOCKPIT FCU set up. Now that we're on SPAD.next 9.23.31 and above, there is a different way of connecting and configuring the miniCOCKPIT. Time to pay that tech debt and update the previous video. What we're going to do is jump over into SPAD.next and we're going to show you how to configure it. But before we open up SPAD.next, let's show you how to easily identify and figure out which COM port your miniFCU is currently on. So the first thing you're going to want to do is click on the Windows key, which is going to pop up your search. And if you just type in Device Manager, it'll bring up Device Manager, which you can click on. We can see all of our devices. And since the miniFCU is using an Arduino-like device, you're going to find in it that it is attached to a COM port, currently on COM 3. Now, what we can do to validate this is unplug it. Now that I've unplugged it, I can see that it's gone away. Now, of course, I only have one serial device plugged in for this video, but it's to emphasize that you can pull it out and then your list will update. And here we've lost all of our COM ports. So let's go ahead, plug it back in. We'll hear the beep beep. And then we can see that it's showing up on COM 3. Now, sometimes Windows can mess up devices and change the COM port on you because these are USB devices. If you plug it into a different USB port, it might think it's actually a different device. This is just a little tip that if it does change from the port that we end up configuring in SPAD.next, we don't want to have to do everything again. So right-click on this, go to Properties, go to Port Settings, go to Advanced. And here we can pick and assign this to any port that we like. So we could go ahead and put this on, say, COM 21. And now this device will get assigned to COM port 21. So it rechecks, and now we can see we are sitting on COM 21. So now that we know what COM port we're on, let's go ahead and start up SPAD.next. So now that we're in SPAD.next, you can see we're running version 9.23.31. Well, actually 0.9.23.31. It automatically loaded my InnyBuilds A320 profile for me. And of course, when we come here, we are not going to find our miniCOCKPIT panel yet. And that's because we have to add it. Come down here to the settings cog. Then you're going to go to devices. We're going to come over to serial devices, make sure serial devices is enabled. If serial devices isn't enabled, you may be required to restart SPAD.next after you've enabled it. So now we're going to add a new device. We're going to grab from the serial port 21, which we identified as the correct port. Then we're going to change the protocol to miniCOCKPIT. With miniCOCKPIT, you don't have to enter any of the other data. It is a fixed protocol. We're going to go ahead and click OK. To add this device, we are going to need to restart the application. If we come over here to the panels, you'll see it is not yet here. So go ahead, close down SPAD.next and relaunch it. After SPAD.next has restarted and we've got our miniFCU sitting there waiting to go, what we want to do is head to the panels, and now we'll see our serial COM 21. It'll tell us that it has an invalid firmware. So this is where it's different. We don't need to go externally like we did before and upload a custom firmware. If I look at the show of log, it can see that there is information and we know that we need to change the firmware. So hit the update firmware button, and now it's going to go ahead and it's going to program our miniFCU. Now that the firmware update is complete, we can go ahead and hit close. So what we want to do is close SPAD.next and start it again. Now that we have flashed it, it shows up inside of the user interface. If you wanted to change its name, we could come here, rename the device, miniFCU, and I always put in brackets what serial port I'm expecting it on. That way, if it gets plugged in like we showed you before, you can go to Device Manager, and this helps remind you where it is you want to put it so that it is in the correct place. So now that our miniFCU is up and running, we can see that it has displays lit up, but nothing is mapped. Note, if you have the mini EFIS, which I do not, you will get the similar things that you saw in the WinWing videos, which is separate tabs, one for the EFIS and then one for the FCU. If you click on any button, click on the virtual power, any of this information, you can see nothing is assigned, but on the right-hand side, you will now see that add event and online snippets becomes available. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop to the online snippets. We're going to go to complete device. Now you'll notice that there are miniCOCKPIT FCU complete devices. Those have been published as a miniCOCKPIT. But if you type in FCU, well, that's not going to help. Type in INI, because we want to look for the INI 320. We can see all kinds of complete device snippets that have been published. You can also sort by ID, so we can see newest at the bottom. So these are the miniFCU ones that people have published. And in theory, we should be able to go to the FCUs as a global FCU. Click on it, come to complete device. And just for fun, since I have been using this one, let's show you what we're talking about. Do we want to place everything? We're going to say yes. We're going to save. And now you can see that all of the same things which we had mapped on our WinWing FCU can also be opened and show up on the miniFCU. I didn't have to really do much. I went to online snippets, and now I can get a great working Airbus panel. So looking at it inside of the sim and with our hardware, we're getting all of the exact same information. So we can be in heading mode, we can be in track mode, and of course we have all of the same controls. With that, I think I gotta get off the runway because planes are trying to land. If you made it this far, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and come along with us next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.